you almost hacked up a line. Almost. Hey, Gorilla. We started.
Have you started?
Yes,
well, I'm over here waiting for you. I thought we were starting earlier.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, man.
I'm ready when you are. We're 17 seconds in right now.
Oh, shit, man.
I know, right?
I thought we were starting earlier. No, we got technical difficulties.
Yeah.
You're a shitty cameraman.
We did. I am a shitty cameraman.
Horrible.
You're right.
Atrocious.
But it's so centered right now. I really like it.
You disappoint your parents.
Yeah, on a day.
On a daily
basis.
bunch. A lot.
A lot. 9 is a lot. And I've disappointed them 9 times.
9
times. 9 is a lot. Of anything. Disappointment. Cinnamon rolls.
Dick.
9 is... You had 9 cinnamon rolls?
I'm a lot more calm right now than I was earlier today.
Yeah?
When we had to do our little trip and all that. Like, I'm telling you, there's only one thing that keeps me from just pulling a gun and shooting out someone's window.
Right? What's that?
I could go to jail.
Oh, that's it?
That's what's holding me back.
I think that's a lot of what I've told you before.
There's no moral reason or nothing like that.
I've told you before.
Hey, we're in the right-hand lane. You're going to make a right turn. Mm-hmm. Get on the shoulder. Oh, no, you want to stop in the middle of the lane, slow down to a complete stop and make a turn. I have the right to shoot out your back window.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't like the show, but Walking Dead is a completely unrealistic show. It's a 100% unrealistic show. The reason being is what people don't understand is everybody fuck the cops and fuck the police and all that. You do understand that the police are the only thing keeping us from Brock Lesnar being our president. That's it. It was just police. That's all. The military and police, if they just go, you know what, and they lay the guns down and go, you're on your own.
All right,
Brock's our president.
If Brock, or I guess if The Rock were to ever run,
Brock would kill him.
Here's the thing: is either of them become president, we are that much closer to the movie Idiocracy.
Yeah,
where Terry Crews is president.
Yeah, we're really close right now.
We're just that much closer.
Yeah, we're really close right now.
Yeah,
super close.
Really close.
Wow. It's a weird world we live in.
You
bud.
hear the shitty music today? You can't even understand.
Yeah. I mean, we're there, man. It's a weird space we live in right now. Weird
Life
space.
Is funny.
And I mean, a lot of it has to do. We're feeding into it because a lot of it has to do with the fact that people aren't going to go work in factories because you can put up one YouTube video and if it hits, you're kind of set, right?
There's people with videos of dildo or dick. And they got over 1 million fucking views.
Yeah, and they're making money off of that.
And we come in here and we're trying to do this. Ken, you might have to do some weird shit, man.
No, I mean, I think it'll take off. It's just it's got to marinate. I'm not gonna put anything up my ass yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, man. I'm a team player. I'm a team player.
I'll happily record you from the front. And just like your reaction.
We got to have a front to back.
Well, somebody else can take that grenade.
See, you're not being a team player now.
I told you I am. I'm gonna record your facial expressions. I don't need to see all your back junk. And
I want you to look directly in my eyes while it's happening too. I want you don't look away. Don't you dare look away.
The camera will be right in your eye.
I want the camera right below your eyes. And I want to stare into them.
I don't want to peer into your soul.
And
as someone is entering you,
and you just see.
You're gonna look like when a toddler takes a shit.
Yeah. Face turns all red.
You're gonna look at me like this, and all of a sudden just like, is it in? Is it in? Oh God. Oh, that'd be horrendous. That'd be so intimidating.
Yeah.
The equivalent of a toddler, like, he's shitting, to, like, for a grown man. Oh God.
And all you see is just me go, look away. Live in it.
You're living in it, buddy.
You chose this.
You chose that. I'm looking the fuck away.
No, you can't.
You don't look at a dog when they're taking a shit. You don't look them in the eye to eye.
A dog looks at you when it takes a shit.
That's fine, but you're not supposed to look at them.
You know why it looks at you?
Looking for your expressions in case something's going down.
Yes.
Yeah, they're watching your body language.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't look at you.
So
I'm going to look out for you.
I'll tell you one thing. It was really mean, and I did it one time. My dog hunkered up and was taking a shit, and it was looking at me, and I just panicked and took off running. And let me tell you, when that little dog had a turd hanging out of his ass, but he was on the move.
You're a horrible.
It was. I felt really bad. Like I was like, I'm never doing that again. But it was really funny. I mean, turd hanging out. He didn't care. He was just like, here we go. Got to get out.
Oh, shit.
Literally.
There is nothing more serious than when you're taking a shit and you got to get up for an emergency. And you're just like, oh, no.
And you hear something from the other room and you're like, fuck. I'm going to go ahead and pre-wipe just in case. Because I don't want to wrestle anybody with a shitty ass. It's tough.
That just leads me back.
Oh, here we go.
You got me choking up, man.
Hey, you know what? Get throat cancer in that one. Just do it.
You know what? I don't smoke.
I hear you.
If I get throat cancer,
So you say.
I'm going to be pretty fucking pissed.
Nah, so you say.
I'm just going to be looking like, why, God?
I don't believe that for a second, but I mean, if you want to.
I don't smoke. I don't.
Okay. It's fine. I don't believe you. It's fine. There's no way. There's no way that you. And another thing. That doesn't. It doesn't happen that way without some sort of something going in.
I never smoked.
Okay. Right. I hear you.
I'm not a liar.
All right.
It's one thing I don't do. I never lie.
Right.
I stretch the truth a little bit.
Sure.
But
Well, you're stretching the truth on this for sure.
oh no, not at all.
So, what are we talking about today?
So, let's.
You started off.
Well, to kind of touch on something, a little something we touched on was.
Sure.
All right.
We're talking about wagging the dog. That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's called wagging the dog.
It's all wagging the dog.
That's what it's called. Wagging the dog.
So we're already late bringing it up for the Johnny Depp, Amber Turd.
You on Depp's side on that?
I'm on neither fucking side. I've told you this. All right. You left your wife and kid to go be with this crazy hot bitch. What did you think was gonna happen? That's like a couple getting together when they were like, oh, we met each other while we were cheating on our boyfriend girlfriend at the time. I'm like, oh, so yours is gonna end in disaster too.
It's gonna end in cheating.
It's gonna end in cheating. Sure. No shit. So what did you think was gonna happen? Now don't get me wrong. Amber, yeah, she's fucking insane. I'm glad she lost. She had the dumbest lawyers.
You think that was by accident?
Now, let's lead into today's talk.
Sure.
Does it look like it's by accident?
Absolutely not. That was
or by bad judgment on her part. It looks that way.
No, it doesn't.
But it's not.
It's not at all.
It's not.
It's not at all.
It's absolutely a conspiracy theory.
Sure,
it's 100%.
It's part of a conspiracy theory.
Part of a conspiracy theory. It's 100%. Hey, America, y'all like trashy shit.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this publicized trashy breakup in court while we go ahead and let a woman who facilitated rich men to butt fuck kids
Jesus
only get 20 years.
Yeah.
She and it was not for rolling over.
No.
To keep her mouth shut.
Keep your mouth shut. Now, did she give a list? Absolutely. And are they going to use them for everything they can use them for? 100%.
100%. That's all. It's like for the blackmailing that's going to be going on. It's just a never ending.
It's never ending because that list has got to be long.
Because there's going to be so many, not just celebrities or people of power with money.
No.
But there's some politicians in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's just constantly going to be a back and forth of, hey, you have a multi-million-dollar business. Mm-hmm. You're going to help donate to this. Well, that's fine. Your senator's going to have to approve this and this.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's why she only got 20.
And it wasn't publicized.
No. It was going on at the same time as her and Jeff was.
And nobody knew about it. No one gave a shit.
No. It's the first conspiracy theory. Well, she was part of the first conspiracy theory where people went, oh, they're fixing to do it right in front of her face. And they did. And they were like, Epstein was like, they're like, if he goes to jail, he's going to die. And 2 days later,
he's dead. 2 days later.
It was like, it was almost like the government going, yep, we can do that.
It really, and that's where There's no way for okay. So let's go back to Epstein killing himself.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they killed him and made it that obvious by accident.
No,
that was absolutely on purpose.
No,
that is purely on purpose of like, hey, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Yeah,
you can't prove I killed him, but you know what I can do. So
exactly. And
you might want to be careful.
Not only do I think that was a thumb to the American people, I believe that was a thumb to the rest of the world going, hey, we can do this.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to do shit about it.
We can be just as bad as
everybody else. Yeah, sure. We can be just as bad. We just choose not to.
I don't care what anybody says. Hillary is the biggest gangster.
Oh, you know how many people she's got on her hit? I mean, how many that she smoked? So many people. They
went back and looked. Went back when Bill got in trouble. There was a lot of people that ended up dead then.
Yeah. You don't think that wasn't her?
Couldn't do Lewinsky. She's too out in the open. They're like, that's a little too spot on. For now. Well, now for this one though, they just finally said, you know what?
Yeah, we're just gonna do it.
We're just gonna go ahead and let people know it could happen.
Yeah, at any time. They needed to. I feel like they needed to. I don't feel like it was a bad thing.
Oh no, he needed to die. I hope.
Well, not just that, but I feel like America at that time was getting a little bit where people were starting to go, you know what? I think we're bigger than them. Like, I think we can give them a little shove around.
It's definitely a check.
Yeah, and they were like, really? You think you can shove us around? Watch this.
It's definitely a chin check.
Yeah. And it wasn't even a big chin check. It was just one of those where they just came up and they nudged you while they were walking.
It's the equivalent of you thinking you can take your dad. Mm-hmm. You're getting a little older, and you do a quick little slap box, and your dad just does a quick little whack, and you're just like, and you're like,
he could do that.
Oh, you can still do this. Like, oh shit,
you're not. You're still.
I'm not what I think I am.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. It's America, man. But I like the fact that we're on this side. Because if I was living in Russia right now, I'd be like, oh, that's scary.
It'd be, well, they're not as blatant about it. They're not as secretive about it.
Well,
we are slowly getting to the point that Russia is of just like, he's going to jail. Why? We don't want that. No. I remember seeing a video, and I guess it was either Stalin's birthday or it was like the anniversary of his death. And you got people going by a statue of Stalin, like, you know, leaving a gift and saying a prayer or whatever with soldiers next to it. Grant, this man killed millions of people.
Yeah.
Millions.
Yeah.
Horrible person, right? Oh, so this old lady walks up and spits on it. Dude, they yanked her out of that line so fucking quick. Oh my God. I was like, well, she's dead.
Yeah, it's the same thing like when you can see over in North Korea, if they don't cry hard enough or if they don't like cheer loud enough, they'll just shoot them on the spot.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn. You better be one loud cheer.
They're still one of the last ones that's like, oh, hey, he's a living God. Like,
yeah.
And everyone else is just like, do you really believe that?
That's why he's so against the Starlink thing that Musk is doing. Like, where he's giving everybody free internet.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they're so against it, because they only have North Korean internet over there. So
yeah, they don't have
real internet.
So if you're telling me all this stuff going on in the world is like, oh, it can't happen here.
Yes, it can.
Okay.
Yes, it can.
We're just I say our government's that much better at hiding it.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Yeah, if you don't think we're over there just knocking dictators off left or maybe not dictators, but like higher officials and stuff like that. People get knocked off left and right thanks to us.
You think we're not changing governments right the way we want to? Fuck yeah, we are.
Sure.
Biden, that dude's just a show. That's all it is.
Sure, I mean, but
that's the, hey, y'all hit this punching bag.
Yeah.
Wear yourselves out while we go do some shady shit.
Yeah.
100%.
And, I mean...
Because, I mean, we're that bad about it. We love Messi. We love Jerry Springer. Yeah. Why would I mean,
look at the most famous shows in the world. You're talking about Springer and, I mean... Look, okay, so, and I think I said this on the other podcast. Our royalty is the Kardashians. That's our royalty.
How
sad
is that?
I'm saying? That's our royalty.
Yeah.
I mean, the Kardashians are our royalty, and look at them. It all came from a sex tape. It all started with Ray J taking out that baseball bat. Looking into
I remember going to watch that. I'm like, cool, Kim's nude getting fucked. That's great.
Yeah.
Hot. But the moment he has to look in that camera, I'm like, please stop. Like, no. Like it's just him ground and pounding, and he's just staring at you in the camera. I'm like, please stop. No. I don't want to see you.
What?
I don't want to see him looking at you like this. Like, that's too aggressive. My dick's in my hand. Stop. Show her. It's like, no.
I'll tell you, one of the best ones I ever saw was that Sam Jones III that was on Smallville. Little black dude that was on Smallville.
I've seen that one. I'll have to check that one out.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You certainly do. It's so good.
It's so good.
Should have won an Emmy. Or an Oscar or whatever the hell the movie one is. I know one of them's TV, one of them's movies, but whatever the movie one is,
Either
he should have won. Yeah. Yeah, he should have got an AVN for that. It's a good one. The multiple watcher. God. I've seen it more than a few times. His girlfriend is so hot. So hot. I can't remember. She's a set of twins. Yeah, she's one half of a set of twins, and whoever they are, they're just total Hollywood shit shows, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's all we got in this world now, man. That's what we're known for. Is just Hollywood shit shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do I give a fuck?
You should.
No.
Why?
Don't care. I don't care. Well, Amber Heard promised to donate. I don't give a fuck. It does not affect me in any way. It has nothing to do with my life.
Oh, that's so funny. What was I going to bring up? All right, so if we're diving into conspiracy theories, let's talk about it. So let's start with the easy ones. We'll go Bigfoot first. Is there a Bigfoot?
No.
Absolutely not. I'm the same way.
There's no Bigfoot.
I think that one's stupid.
That one's dumb.
Yeah, completely dumb. I think it's retarded.
I think that's dumb. No, there's no Bigfoot. That's a scary story folklore that got out of hand.
Yeah. I mean, bears walk on 2 feet. It's probably just a bear.
Yeah.
Probably just a bear.
Absolutely not true.
Yeah. So that one didn't last long. Aliens. Ooh, let's go aliens. Now we could go into this one.
Yeah.
Think it's aliens?
Yeah, there's absolutely.
Okay, so what's your take on aliens?
So you really think we're the center of the fucking universe and there's only us? So go fuck yourself.
What's your take on aliens? So what are they? Are they talking about from another planet?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're a whole nother species from a whole nother planet.
There's absolutely infinite galaxies and an infinite amount of space. You're telling me that we're the only living ones with a brain? Go fuck yourself. There's no fucking way. Of course there's aliens.
Okay, so then you think they're from...
I don't think we have any crashed aliens here. I don't believe in that shit. I don't think there's aliens.
So they've never been here?
I think they've probably been here.
Yeah.
And they've probably looked just like, no. We're a backwater planet with a bunch of apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're Tijuana.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're the donkey show.
We're the donkey show. Yeah. There's just like, there's nothing here to observe.
Right. Yeah, I have a little bit different take on it, but I do think there's aliens, but I think the aliens are us. I think we're the aliens.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think all the UFOs and all the crazy stuff you see, I think that's us coming back to see us.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think it's 100%
like
us trying to see us. Because, I mean, think about it. If you're in the future, like right now, they go, guess what? Time machine. Figured it out. And they're like, Garrett, you're taking the first ride. You're the guy. We're going to let you figure it out.
We're going to go and check out this year.
Where are you headed? You headed to the future? No.
No.
Absolutely not. You're going back to see some shit.
Yeah.
Like, let's go see Abe get shot.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, you know what?
I think it's us. I think we're the aliens.
I could get on board with that. I could get on board that we could be the aliens. Hell yeah.
Oh, I think we're the aliens for sure. It's just us, just in another time.
God, that'd be great.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
I would love for there to be like, if before, I would love there to be a time machine, and I would love to come back right now to prove it.
So if there would,
I just gave it a chance so it's not.
Oh, okay.
That's why you wait. Just
if there was a time machine, what's the first thing you go see?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna go see JFK get shot.
That's it.
Because I want to. Okay. I'm definitely gonna be next to the babushka lady.
Yeah.
Because she got clear sight.
Right.
And I'm gonna want to know, going in with what I know.
Sure.
I'm gonna be like, all right.
You're watching it all.
Like, there's the observatory. Nope.
Yep.
That picket fence. Like,
Run behind.
I already just like, I knew it.
No, they're over there just firing away, and behind them you just hear, I knew it. Get out of here, fucker.
What the hell? Then I just disappear again when I like come back and be like, I knew it. Well, we all know it, but like, I got to see it.
Yeah. So I'm in the same vein as far as what you're talking about, being able to prove it. I'm the same way. My whole deal would be like, all right, let's settle it once and for all. We've had wars on top of wars on top of wars about this. Let's settle it all. Let's go back and see if old JC got it or not. Let's see if it's the real deal or if it's a made-up story. Let's figure it out once and for all.
I didn't think about that.
Is it a fairy tale or was there a guy that got nailed up? Let's go see.
That's true.
And if it's not a made-up story, but if it's something different that happened, all right, let's settle it. Was he real or not?
How far did they stretch it from what really happened?
From what really happened. Let's go back. Let's take it back a couple of weeks. I'm going to
not to get too religious on it. Like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, no, me neither.
But, like, that was always my big question was, like, hang on, like, so who wrote the Bible? Like, well, it's the Word of God. I'm like, but who's like, well, a man interpreted it. I'm like,
there we go.
I'm like, but there's different versions. There's the Old Testament, New Testament, like all that shit. I was like, so how do we know he just wasn't full of shit?
Yeah. So again,
well, how do we know? Because you can go back to your 1920s. A lot of people were a lot more superstitious back then than they are now.
Sure.
Picture all the way back then.
Yeah. Absolutely. You walk up and see some random ass something that probably just spontaneously combusted because it's so hot and it's a burning bush, and they're like, Jesus was talking to him. It's like, well, maybe, or it just is a burning bush, right? Or maybe you ate something on the way over here and didn't quite settle with you.
Severely dehydrated. Probably ate something funny. You got a bush that's on fire, and you're telling me you didn't hallucinate and go, the fucking burning bush talked to me? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I would go back because you got to think about it, man. The book of Matthew, the book of Matthew is the story.
Is the story
of him, they wrote it 300 years after he was around. After he was around. He died, and then 300 years later. So imagine the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial. You're telling it 300 years from now.
I was going to say, picture this. You can get 10 people in a room, whisper a rumor down. Yeah. It's completely different. You want to go 300 years down the road, goes, hey, you know that story we've been passing along for generations? Be like, my great grandfather told me, he's like, we should put that in a book. Oh, yeah. It's... Yeah. You know what? That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
That's what I do. Once and for all, let's settle it. Let's see if it happened. Did JC get the nails or did he not?
Again, I told you it's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, it's
it's what happens when you
if that happens and it turns out not to be true for some reason, you just literally destroyed the world.
Right.
It's over.
You just destroyed one of the major religions.
You just destroyed, everything. Like, our country is based off of it. You just took down America.
Yeah, that's true.
You just took down America. Yeah, it's over. Fuck. We're built on this shit.
Yep, we are.
Sure are. We're built on it, man. You just now took down America. It's a problem. It's a real problem.
Well, we're doing like real Da Vinci Code shit here now. Same premise.
What's that?
When the Da Vinci Code.
Never saw it.
Oh. Well, it's pretty much, they're like, well, no, Jesus is divine. Like, no, Mary and Joseph had other kids. Like,
yeah, well, they did.
And that's where they're like, oh, no, so I'll explain it to you. Yeah. Pretty much it's the church's dilemma of like, no. Jesus has to be divine.
Yeah.
In order for this to work.
Yeah.
You can't make him
it doesn't work if he's not. Yeah.
If he's a normal man. They're like, well, we have proof. Like, there's a bloodline. And they're like, no, you got to get rid of that. So.
And then let's be honest. You read the text, and I'm not going to get super religious here, but you read the text. I mean, Magdalene was his wife, right? Let's be honest. I mean, she wasn't just hanging out with the boys.
No, she wasn't just hanging out with the boys.
Just hanging out with the boys.
He was a guy. He had a dick.
He had man feelings.
Sure
he did. I mean, it is what it is, I mean, I'm not saying religion's bullshit. I'm not. I think
not that at all.
I'm saying there's there's a premise that was built that people built their lives around. I think it's a good premise. Treat each other the right way. Don't do anything to your neighbor that you wouldn't get done to yourself. Like that. I get that part. I'm just saying maybe we've stretched it a little.
No, because I remember I asked my mom growing up. I grew up Catholic. Yeah. I call myself Catholic. I'm a bad Catholic. But growing up, I asked her one day, I was like, so what's the difference between Methodist, Protestant, Baptist, Christian, Catholic? She was like, Garrett, they're all the same. She goes, they're just different details. She goes, you're a Christian. She goes, believe in doing good. Yeah. Be good to everybody. Yeah. If you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. I was like, cool. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, that's it. Like, everything else is just small differences.
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, oh, okay. Well, shit. That just made my life a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah, it's weird.
So, like, anytime everyone would ask me, like, you want to go to church? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go with you. Which, I mean, it's still weird because I'll go to see the show.
Yeah, that's what I think of it as. It's a show. It's a show. That's all that you're going in there to go. Okay, what show do you listen to, and what show do you watch? Hey, I'm a Walking Dead guy. You're a Fear the Walking Dead guy. Yeah. You know, it's all the same shit, just a different show. So we go in here and it's like, okay, what's the rules here? No dancing, no what now? Okay, cool. We don't do that. Over here, it's what we can get fucked up. Okay, cool. Now, if we can't get fucked up, all right, no fucked up over here. You know, it's just.
I'm a bit of a history buff, and. Of course, again, I go back to being Catholic, which we're the oldest part of it and everything like that. Oh, there's a lot of corruption in that motherfucker.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
You're fucking kids and getting away with it. That's only a little part of it.
That was only a little part. We're talking about all the way back to the start, son.
Yeah. That and the Jews. They were there.
They were.
Jesus was a Jew.
Jesus was a Jew. I don't see how people argue that. There's people out there that will argue that. Or there's people out there that will argue his color. And I'm like, really? We're really going to like, okay. Like, don't get me wrong. Jesus ain't white.
No, I was just going to say, if you think he's white.
If you think he's white, go fuck yourself. He's not.
What white guy is born in the Middle East? I'm telling
you right now, though, I don't think he was Nubian. He ain't that.
No, he was Middle Eastern.
He was absolutely Middle Eastern.
Yeah, he's Middle Eastern.
I watched a show one time where a lady was like, you think Jesus is black? And she was like, don't talk about my black Jesus. He goes, that looks like Will Smith up there.
No, yeah, he was definitely Middle Eastern, but they're not going to portray that. Because can you imagine a bunch of Southern white rednecks paying homage to a Middle Eastern dude?
Shit.
That ain't going to work out.
They would lose their mind.
That ain't going to work out.
That's always what made me laugh, too. I'm just like, like, if you're that Southern racist white redneck, and you're a God-fearing man, you love Jesus, I'm like, yeah, but he was Middle Eastern. He ain't white.
He ain't white, homie.
He ain't my pale ass.
No. They ain't white people born in the Middle East, Bubba. That ain't how it works.
That ain't how it works.
Hey, this is a melting pot over here. That's why there's so many colors. Believe you me, when you go to other places, there's only one color. There's only one color, and it ain't white.
This is why I believe aliens, when they come to visit us, they're just kind of like, yeah, we're out. Because y'all are like, oh, you're just killing each other over. Oh, yeah, that's pointless.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're killing each other.
That's when you look over and you're like, dude, we're so beyond this. This is ghetto. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, dude, I mean, you're killing each other literally over skin pigment.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's crazy. It's just crazy. Skin pigment.
God said to go fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then not only do we kill each other with skin pigment, but we have imaginary lines drawn in the dirt, and we fight over those. I mean, come on. What are we doing? Yeah, seriously. I mean, look at Earth from the spaceship. You look at Earth from the what's that thing called? The International Space Station.
International Space Station.
Do you see the Rio Grande line? No, you don't. It's just dirt.
No, we made it up.
It's all made up.
And then some of it makes no sense how we made it up. Like, wait. So do y'all not believe in straight lines?
Exactly.
No.
It's like whose line is anyway. It's all made up and the points don't matter.
No, that's exactly true. I watched one. It was I like my weird history shit on YouTube that I watched, and they did one about like in Africa. It's like, all right, you got this big continent. Mm-hmm. You got French, Spanish, German, English. You got everybody taking a piece of the pie.
Right.
So, all right, you got all these territories coming up. Let's go ahead and divide them all up and divvy up the pot. But we don't believe in straight lines. So that's just like, and then you're going to fight over that, like, hey, that little squiggle there? Like, yeah, we're going to fight over that.
That's mine.
That's mine. No, that's mine.
That's my squiggle.
Yeah, that's my squiggle. Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. No, it's weird, man. It's so weird.
I'm telling you,
We're a goofy group.
we really are, man.
Definitely a goofy group.
We really are. And then we go knocking off our leaders left and right.
Yeah.
So
I don't like the way he's. And aside from that, you got 365 million of us in this country.
Just
365 million just in this country, and we decide to pick one monkey to lead the whole group. Like, come on now, what are we doing? And I mean, what are we doing, man? Don't you think by now we would have like a council? Like, let's get like 12 guys together and do this. So, think you make better sense here?
You mean like a real republic? Where it's kind of like, no, like you pick your actual, like, we pick the elected official. Hey, if we picked you because this is our idea. You're our head. You're our voice.
Go talk.
Go talk it out. And then when they do it, like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, what'd you do? You're out.
Picture for this.
But yeah, it's like the idea of a president's kind of silly at this point. It's just it doesn't make any sense.
It really is.
I mean, why can't we get like maybe 6 of like let's get like Bezos, Gates, Musk. Let's get those guys together and let them hash it out. I would feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
If you go, hey, we can have Trump or Biden, or we can have a congregation of like Musk and Bezos and Gates. Well, let's go with those guys.
Even the last 2 elections, you got Hillary and Trump. I'm like, really?
This is what we're doing.
This is the best we can do.
And
like this is the cream of the crop.
Okay, and you now take that. You got Hillary and you got Trump, and then now you got Biden and Trump, which is even worse. That's even worse. And then we're about to have a rematch.
I know. I keep hearing. I'm like, no.
We're about to have a rematch, and you're like, wait a minute. This is still the best we got.
We are the shittiest reality show.
Yeah.
South Park did it first, where they made Earth a reality show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah, that's exactly what we are. And we're very ghetto.
Sure, yeah. We're the slums for sure.
Oh, big time. I look at him like, really? This is the best we could do?
Yeah.
Well, the last young president we had, he got assassinated.
Yeah, they didn't like his ideas.
He didn't like his ideas. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, I don't think LBJ had a hand in it. I don't think he knew any details.
I think he knew about it.
I think he just knew to go, cool, okay. I know better than to ask questions. Because that way he truly can do deniability.
Sure.
But in the background, you know how terrifying it had to be a Kennedy?
Yeah. I don't want it.
You know how terrified Jackie had to be to be your husband gets killed.
Yeah.
Your government kills your husband.
Yeah.
Then your brother-in-law gets assassinated.
Gets the axe.
He gets the axe right on stage in front of everybody. And then, now granted, I don't think she's alive at that point, but then, her son, oh, hey, you have the son.
The second coming.
The second coming is apparently coming up in politics.
Yeah.
And what do?
They crashed that fucking plane.
Crash that plane.
Crashed that plane.
Yeah. Oh, it was an accident. It was technical error. Yeah, sure it was.
That guy was a dimey.
Yeah.
He was a dimey. That's a true dimey. Yeah.
All the Kennedys were good looking.
All the Kennedys were good looking people.
Yeah.
That Teddy was a little tough, but Teddy was tough.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
Yeah, Teddy was a little tough, but the rest of them were all hotties.
Oh, yeah.
And the women.
Oh, goddamn. Jackie was, shit.
Yeah, he was Carolyn,
yeah. Mm-hmm. She's good looking.
They're all hot. I mean, what else would they be? Yeah.
True.
I so wanted to see a Kennedy because we vacationed in Cape Cod. I so wanted to see one, but I never saw one.
That should still be American royalty. But it's not.
No, Kardashians.
It's Kardashians. What comedian was talking about how, like, the dad, the patriarch.
Oh, Bruce Jenner?
No. Before Bruce Jenner, the actual.
Oh, you're talking about the.
I can't think of his fucking name.
I can't remember his first name.
They're like, you know what? They got OJ off, and then he dies. That's kind of karma.
Yeah. All of his lawyers are dead.
Yeah, that's
most of them anyway. The only one is that one lady.
Well, karma. It's played your hand in it.
I can't remember what her name is. Nancy something.
Played your hand in it. So
I'm not. Well, just me personally. I worry about. I would be worried if I was any like you could take anybody. Nancy Pelosi. I'm scared to death. You're too powerful. They're gonna kill
God.
you if you do anything.
So that's where, like, I do it half the time to Dad just to get him riled up to annoy Mom. But he did prove a point. He goes, I think about it this way. Biden's old. He's losing it. Clearly his mind is going.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
He was shaking hands with nobody.
Yeah, clearly. All right, you get rid of him. Well, then you got Kamala. All laughing, fucking Joker. Get rid of her. There goes to Nancy. You're like, oh god damn, this is a triple decker shit sandwich.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I said this back when the election happened. I was like, when they elected everybody, I was like, oh, they elected Kamala president, and they were like, no, they did not. That's Kamala's president now.
Yeah,
and she will be before the 4 years is up. She will be.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they'll remove him.
They did that whole bicycle. Like, look how good Joe is. Like, look how good Jay. Now, I'll give it to him. Going back and watching that video, his shoe is hung up on the bike pedal. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, why are you wearing those stupid shoes that clip in? Why do you need those? Just wear your normal shoes.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some cyclist that's like, well, you actually need those. Go fuck yourself.
I only saw one guy clip in. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen because he ate it. Your feet can't come out of those.
No, you instinctively go to, oh, let me move my legs. And then you're like, oh, no, you're stuck.
Nope, you're just there. Good luck.
I flipped off some cyclists the other day.
Did you?
What was I doing? I was on my way. Oh, I was on my way to that meeting at work. And as I was going by, you got a bunch of cyclists on the side of the road. And I'm like, really? At like 6 o'clock, at the busiest time, everyone's coming back and forth. So when I drove by, I just gave them all the finger.
Oh, wow. You're that guy, huh?
I am that guy.
That's okay. We got to have that guy, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I'm trying to think of another one. What's the other one?
Well, who did the jail?
Hitler dead? Well, I mean, he's dead now. Was he dead in the bunker?
No.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
No way.
He was definitely in Argentina.
Yeah.
He definitely got out.
Sure.
I don't think his whoever's
his old lady
Ava
Braun.
Ava Braun, there you go. I don't think she made it.
Really?
I think he fucking just said nope.
I think he took her with.
Because also I feel like when he died, I feel like the Russians would have paraded that shit. I feel like they would have shown that off.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, he wasn't dead. I think he lived to a ripe old age.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He definitely made it out to Argentina. That's where all the Nazis went.
Yeah. Which is an argument we had at work. The other day when they were talking about finding some dude that killed here in town that killed some lady or some shit, and they found it, the 30-year-old cold case. They solved it, and they were like, "Yeah, they solved it." I was like, "Who gives a fuck?"
Yeah,
it's the same thing as the Whitey Bulger thing. Like, okay, this guy lived his entire life, and now he's going to spend the last 10 in prison.
Goddamn,
you might as well just go.
Life
you might as well just go. Yeah, you did it, bud.
Yeah,
like, way to go.
Congrats. Like, you can't even run anymore.
Yeah,
like, you literally got caught because you are so old you can't even run anymore.
Yeah, and I just it's crazy to me that people get excited about that, and they're like, well, what if it was your kid? I'd be like, I would look at the cops and go, about fucking time, like,
yeah,
you know. What are we gonna do now? Put him in jail?
I watched on Netflix. It's a documentary. It's a Devil Next Door.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Okay, so you watched the same one I did.
Yeah.
But when they finally officially arrest him for the concentration camp he was at, you look at him, you're like, what? Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating for him at the concentration, but what's the point?
What's the point?
He is so fucking old. You have it on record. His name is forever going to be etched in it. I get that. You want people to know, but what are you going to do to him in jail?
Yeah.
It's going to cost more money to keep him going.
Yeah, I mean, his family name is tarnished at this point.
Yeah.
So that's over, man. What are you going to put this 90-year-old man in jail for? We're
going to pay to keep this 90-year-old going to live out the sentence? Just put a bullet in him.
And what makes me so mad about that stuff is like, bitch, he didn't get over here sneaking in. Like, he was brought over here.
He was brought, yeah.
Like, so now...
This is a great argument for... a validation for the Hitler theory. We have scientists at NASA that were Nazis. So you're telling me he couldn't have made it over? Go
Operation Paperclip, man. Yeah, that's it. That's real.
That is 100% real. That's been confirmed.
Werner von Braun is the reason that we shoot spaceships in the air. Straight up Nazi.
Straight up Nazi.
Straight up Nazi.
Absolutely.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So you're telling me that Hitler couldn't have out of everything at his disposal, you think he already did have doubles. You think he didn't have a double down there and said, hey, fuck this, I'm out.
Have you ever watched that show, Hunting Hitler?
I think I watched a little bit way back. Yeah.
It's great because they just go over all the
the evidence. Listen, there's
They take the evidence and they go, all right, let's look at this.
There's conspiracy theories that I look at and just go, there's no way you can look and think and doubt this. How can you?
Yeah.
That's that blatantly.
It's that blatant, yeah.
Now, I got one for you.
Sure.
9/11.
Okay.
I have a tough one with this one because my initial is it's not an inside job.
It's how you define inside job is how you define it.
Yeah.
So did we do it to ourselves? No. We didn't do it to ourselves. Did we know it was coming? Yes. We absolutely knew it was coming. Did we know that they were going to crash planes in the building? Maybe not, but also at the same time it gets a little sketchy to me when they were having mock. They're having, like, you know, when you like the fire drill?
Yeah,
well, their fire drill that day was, what if they used our planes as torpedoes against us? So they had a mock scenario going at the same time that they're flying them into the buildings. So these aircraft controllers, you can hear them on the tapes going, wait, hold on, is this real or is this the mock thing? Because it's happening at the same time.
Right.
That's why I'm like, that gets a little sketchy. Like,
I don't think, because
that's why I think we let it happen.
I don't think we did to ourselves.
No, we let it happen, though.
I think we let it happen to the extent of, like, these are the same guys down the road we gave weapons to. Yeah. Like, it went to, hey, we're making a deal with the devil, but, like, 20 years later, we're going to pay the price for this.
Yeah.
And we did.
Yeah. But, yeah, do I 100% think they probably knew what was coming? Yeah. They didn't stop it, but they didn't do it, but they did not stop it.
Yeah.
They knew it was coming. They knew it was coming. They had to have.
They had to.
Especially when, like I said, when you hear all the crazy stuff about hey, is this a drill or is this a mock?
There's
what's
two
going
parts
on?
of, like, where we think of it as we know so much. Our government should know so much.
Yeah.
That if this happens, that's where the conspiracy comes in. You must have known.
Yeah.
Or there's the even bigger fear. We don't know. And we're like, we're just winging this shit?
Yeah.
We don't know as much as we think we do? That's a little even scarier. Taking
it off the conspiracy train, we were talking about this on our last episode of the other show. We were talking about, I said, the scariest thing that happened to me as a parent, like, it wasn't, I had to check on her every night, make sure she was breathing, all that. The scariest thing for me as a parent was when she turned about 4 or 5, and the people that I had looked up to my entire life, my parents, the people I looked up to my entire life, I looked around when she's about 4 or 5, went, they were winging it. They didn't have a fucking clue what they were doing, just like I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just winging this shit. Like, I'm just going, and you're going, my parents weren't any different. They were just like, well, this is how we're doing things. Like,
that was me with my dad whenever I'm a teenager, and I just asked one day, Dad was doing something around the house. He goes, hey, man, how do you know how to do this stuff? Like, who taught you? Did your dad teach you? He's like, Gary, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just winging it. I just look like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? He goes, yep. If I can't fix it, I call a guy and say it's beyond what I know.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
I just looked around.
Yeah, okay, I get that. Where you're just kind of like, oh shit,
my life's a facade. Yeah. Santa Claus ain't real. It's like,
that's your adult Santa Claus.
Wake up to the world where you're like, you look around and go, God damn, my parents were winging this shit just like I am, because you're making the same decisions they made. Going, well, they didn't know what they were doing either. They were just swinging the shit.
I told my sister that once whenever she was talking to me about, I think it was right when she first had her son, her first kid. I know she was worried about, because she was trying to side with sports and school and all this. Sure. I just told her, I go, Mom and Dad did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
There's little things that I know we would change.
Yeah.
Do that.
And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Take the bulk of what we know works. No. The shit we hated growing up that we know is like, we don't need that.
Yeah, that left some lifelong scars. Let's not do that.
Just cut that out.
Yeah, I did the same.
And I'm pretty sure your parents did that. Like, hey, listen, we're not going to do like my dad did.
Yeah.
Let's just cut it back a little. Like,
Yeah.
that's all it is. Is you're slowly dialing back little by little.
Yeah, and that's what I've said before. You take all the good shit and you do that. You cut what you think is the bad shit out, get rid of it, and hopefully about 7 or 8 generations from now, we're pretty fucking cool people, you know?
Right.
But then you get these fucking malooks who just keep
they just keep
perpetuating the same
shit.
old thing over and over again. You're like, God damn it! Like, but if everybody would just take a little good, we have a friend that's like that. That's just this is how I was raised. So fucking my kid, and you're like, no, dude,
that's how my dad did it. I'm like, yeah, but you hate your dad,
though, right?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that to your kid, man? Then your kid's gonna hate you.
That's the same equivalent like you see it at work. Well, I got to go through it, so they need to go through it. No, that's just gonna run them off.
You stop that.
It's gonna make them hate it.
Yeah, you stop that.
Yeah,
and you make it better.
It's not hard.
Yeah, just quit being that guy, man. Like, why? I don't understand this get back. Well, what I don't understand is this get back nature but you're getting that back at the wrong people. You're passing it on to the next group. It's like that group didn't do anything.
All it's gonna do is make your life.
You got to get the other group.
Yeah,
the other groups who did it to you. This group didn't do anything. They're just chilling.
Yeah,
they're just trying to make it, man. And you're stepping in the way.
I don't know how many times I've told my nieces and nephews, like, don't be like me.
No. Plan
ahead, do this and this. I'm like, holy fuck, I sound just like my parents talking to me. Don't do what we did. Do this instead. I'm like, okay, that's all life is.
Yeah. I just tell my kid all the time, man, we're not in competition against each other. I just need you to be a little better than me. And that doesn't mean money. That doesn't mean job. That doesn't mean anything like that. That just means that, like, just be a little bit better human being than I am. Yeah. Like, just a little bit. Like, whatever you look at me and go, God, Dad he had such road rage. You're such a dick. I'm not going to have road rage. You know, I'm just, okay, now you're a little bit better. You're a little better than me. You're not cussing people's deaths on the side of the road. You're not doing that. You know, you're not wishing death upon the 90-year-old grandma that can't find the pedal. Like, you're just like, oh, she's old. You know, like, but yeah, you just got to be a little better than me. And then you teach your kids to be a little better than you.
Some people can't get that concept, though, man.
No, they don't want to be stuck in the same shithole thing their whole life. It's just crazy to me, man.
That's what it is.
And it's what makes me mad, dude, is like it's like people that won't get out of their own fucking way. Like, they just constantly stay they're stuck in a rut, and they never try to get out of the rut. They just stay in the rut. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, fuck, yeah. Goddamn, what was it? I remember, funniest way of putting it is, so Dad likes to watch mountain men, fucking, survival shows on Discovery Channel. And he's telling me, I asked him about it, and there's a family, goes, the patriarch's a fucking loser. And I was like, really? He goes, everything's not his fault. He always got dealt a bad hand.
Yeah.
It was always someone else's fault, or I got fired because of this and that. I was like, no, it's your own fucking fault.
You did it, man.
You did it to yourself. And I was just like, why are you watching it then? And he's like, I like the rest of the family. I don't like him.
Yeah, you're exactly right, man. It's just, man, you got to get out of your own way, dude.
God damn.
You have to. You got to get out of your own way. Stop being that guy.
Yeah.
Just stop. It's crazy. And exactly what you say. This happens where we work all the time. It's like, well, that's not how we used to do it, and it takes everything in me to have to turn around and go, that's not how we used to do it. Well, I tell you what, man. Do you go home and kick the shit out of your wife, and when the police get there, they go, boy, she had it coming. We can go back to the 50s if you want.
That's fine.
Don't forget when we go. And they're always like, it was way. And you hear these old fucks go, way better back then, was it? So how do you like indoor AC? Do you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy central heat and air? What about the internet, you fuck? What about that little fucking phone you're holding in your hand and you're playing your stupid little fish game on it? You like that? Do you like that? Because guess what didn't happen in the 50s, Nimrod?
Yep.
You didn't have any of that.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, let's ask any black guy in America if he wants to go back to the 50s. The answer is no. But ask him if he wants to hang out in 2021. I bet he goes, yeah, sure. Yeah, I can hang out there. Yeah, so you can get fucked with all this. Oh, it's way better back then. Was it, though?
Louis C.K. did that one in that stand-up where he's like, yeah, you get a time machine. If you're a white guy, you want to go back to the year 2? Like, oh, we have a table for you.
Yeah.
Welcome. Black guy, hey, nothing past, anything past 1970 or before 1970, we're good.
Yeah, we're all right, man. We're caught up.
Keep it out.
But yeah, man, it drives me crazy, and especially when they were like, that was the best times we ever lived in. No, bitch, this is the best times we ever lived. This, and guess what? Tomorrow, that's the new best times we ever lived in. And 10 years from now, that's the new best times.
That computer you had to use, It's on this.
It's on that.
It goes to space.
Yeah.
In like a second.
Yeah.
You know how fucking insane that is? How bananas that is?
You know, the first time one of these, it took up an entire room.
Entire room.
Just to do what a 4-function calculator did.
Yep.
It took up an entire room.
Yep.
And now we have it. And
you know, it's shit like that surprises me, though, that we don't... Like, all right, we're going to go back to the conspiracy with JFK. Goddamn, we're going to be JFK heavy today.
That's okay.
But, you know, he was real big on NASA.
Yeah.
Granted, it was a space race, communist. I get it. It was a race of ideals. That's really why. But I love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yeah, SpaceX. Let's go to fucking Mars. Shit, let's go farther than that. Let me know what it's like. I would love to fucking hear that. I think that shit's cool.
Yeah,
it's
me too.
Insane.
Yeah, and the fact that we're cutting back on it and not doing it anymore is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that we're privatizing it, though. I do like that.
I do like that.
I do like that.
But just flying in a plane alone, you are pissing in the face of God of like, hey,
yeah, look what we did.
You shouldn't be flying. I did not give you wings.
No.
You're a monkey that evolved.
Yeah, you're a hairless monkey.
And guess what? We are now flying in a metal tube. Yeah. You know what? We would have had a step further. We went off the fucking planet.
Yeah, we got off this rock.
We are off the rock into a space of nothingness.
Yeah. I mean,
if you're not careful, you'll float off in that shit forever.
I know it's stupid to compare it to TV, but just like that show 1883. So they're going on the Oregon Trail on that show. They're on the Oregon Trail. Now, they weren't coming from anywhere crazy. They were coming from Tennessee. That's not even all the way on the other end. And like all of them died except for one guy. Yep. One guy or two guys made it to the end. 2 guys. And there was 100 of them to start? Yeah. And that's just normal. That was a normal thing. Now, you get in a fucking metal tube, and in 3 hours with your feet kicked up while they feed you, you're in the same place.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You could start from one coast to another. You'll be a whole generation of different people by the time you make it back in those days.
Now 5 hours.
5 hours.
5 hours. You're there.
And you'll bitch and moan because, God, this is my armrest.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You know what, man? We were 30 minutes from landing and the fucking Wi-Fi went out.
God, this is shit. What? They told me to put my phone on airplane mode.
Yeah, did it?
Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah. It's insane.
It's insane what we bitch about.
I'm glad it's privatized because fuck yes. I hope Musk gets all the money. I hope he becomes the richest man to have ever lived.
Yeah.
Because he's going to do the most wackadoo shit and I want to see it. I want to see him. Hey, we're going to build all these rockets. I'm going to put a colony on Mars. I want to live to see that shit. That would be awesome. That'd be amazing.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy that it's nuts what we bitch about. It's just insane to me. Yeah. Like, just look around and see how good you have it. Just like we were saying before, man. Okay, America's so shitty and it's awful, and we're doing this and we're doing that. Okay, number one, we got in a bad way a few years ago. A couple of years ago, we were in a fucking tough spot, man. We had everything was shut down, all this, and guess what our government did? They sent us money.
They sent us money.
Now we have to pay it back. It's going to cost us, but I don't give a fuck. They didn't watch us fight over eating dogs on the street. They were like, all right, man, we'll throw you a little cash. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't just say fucking deal with it.
And then, okay, let's say you lose your job tomorrow. And you can't find another one and there's nothing you can do. Your food stamps away from eating.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
They will send you money.
to eat. That ain't happening. A lot of other places. You know what I'm saying?
Again, there is a country. If you don't cry hard enough, they will kill you.
They will kill you. In front of everyone to let everyone know. This is how we roll it.
It is. Man, I tell you, I don't know why. I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch it. All my little conservative shows.
Yeah, sure.
Because I think I watch them because they do point out. They're like, really? This is what we're going to bitch
This is what we're bitching about today.
This is what we're going to bitch and moan about? You're going to throw a hissy fit because of this.
Yeah.
Because of that, really? You're going to throw a hissy fit because you told someone that you're a unicorn and they told you no.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw a hissy fit about that.
My parents are the prime example of they will get outraged over something so quickly, like the whole calling people by pronouns and all this stuff. They'll get so outraged by it so fast, and I'm like, hey man, listen. There's people in other countries that are literally like chasing dogs down the road, and they're fighting over that dog for their next meal.
Yeah.
In our country, the biggest problem we can't figure out if we've got a nini or a pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're fine.
Yep.
Everything's good. As long as we're arguing over that, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I'm just fine with it. I'm a guy, but I'm a girl, but I'm also a Zim. Fine, man. Just tell me what you want to be called.
Whatever, yeah.
Just
That's
give me the rundown. I don't care, because that means we're in a good spot, because we're not fighting over anything. We're fighting over imaginary stuff.
We're fighting over pennies.
We're fighting over made up things.
The day I have to fight over dollars, I'm gonna start freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
this is
we're in
getting real
trouble.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're fighting over nothing. We're fighting over imaginary, made-up words. There's no such word as Zer. That's not a word. And we're fighting over a made-up word, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm fine. Why are you outraged about that? That means we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
We're not fighting over, like...
I think that's another reason I watch my channel. Like, they'll go over, like, I can't believe these people want to be called this. I'm like, who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
I don't care.
Don't care a bit.
If I see you and I say, hey, what's up, man? You're like, I'm a woman. My bad. Cool. How you doing, man?
What's up,
I'll
lady?
go with that. No problem.
Yeah.
I go by Zip Zorp the Cum Wizard. Awesome.
Great.
I'll buy you a cape.
Yeah, whatever, man. Sounds good.
Can you give me my coffee?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So about that regular black. Can we go ahead and get that?
Yeah. I appreciate it. Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Don't give a shit.
Gotta go. Yeah,
I want to marry a horse. Good luck,
Great,
man. You know what? I hope you be
that.
okay.
Do that.
I hope you be okay. Fine, Bubba.
Now,
I gotta go to work.
Now, when you turn around, I'm gonna go, man, that guy's batshit crazy. He's gonna marry a fucking
Oh
horse.
yeah, no, that's yeah.
But at the same time, I don't care that you marry the horse. But I'm gonna express that, like, holy shit, he's gonna marry a horse. That's nuts, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but
Holy shit, that girl's a guy. Shit,
yeah,
that's crazy. All right, I gotta go to work.
yeah. It's crazy what people let themselves get worked up over.
That's what. Well, it goes back to what we talked about, like sports and politics. What, you really get that worked up over it? You
anything.
can throw religion in that too.
Yeah.
Like Westboro Baptist Church people.
Yeah.
They get so worked up. I'm like, really? Like, that's just encompass your life.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
I got shit to worry about. I got other shit to worry about.
Yeah, man. I got bills and shit, man.
I got bills, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's great. You bring the religion thing in. It's exactly that. People will be like, that's not of God. And I'm like, but that guy doesn't believe in God.
Yeah.
Like, so that means nothing to him. Like, that would be like you looking at me and going,
if you're worried that he's going to come into your club, he's not.
Yeah.
Like, you're good either way. So
it's like them looking at me going, so you don't believe in Sapphire the Great from Orion. I'd be like, you're right. I don't. I'm supposed to be offended by this? Like, of course I don't believe in that. You know? Well, it's the same thing when you're like, you push your shit on them, and then they're like, fuck off, dude, I don't care about that. And they're like, what do you mean you don't care about that? This is my entire life. And you're like, yeah, that's your life,
like,
not mine.
I've always told people, I said, when it comes to religion, politics, or your ideals, even sports-wise, cool, what you're a fan of, what you do, awesome. Just don't push it on me.
Yeah,
and you know what happens when you push it on me? I just leave.
Exactly.
I'm out.
If you don't like,
if you ever see me argue with someone over politics, I'm doing it to get a rise out.
That's
of them.
me. I'm the same
doing it
way.
to fuck with them.
I don't give a shit what they're talking about. I'm just doing it to piss them off because I know it will.
I did one day. Oh God, man! I was at this restaurant, popular one we always go to at work, and I was with mom and dad, and we got to talk about it, and I was like, well, yeah, they should tighten up the border. No, yeah. I mean, don't just let the door open. And it's like, no, regulate it. Then you do a better job, but regulate it. And then the one guy working back there had to chime in. I was just kind of like, you know what, you're not wrong, but I'm going to make you mad.
Yeah, I don't like you.
I was just like, now I'm going to make him mad. So then I'm doing just idiotic, just blatant, like,
just be an asshole.
Pure black and white.
Sure.
No gray.
No gray.
And he's just losing his mind, and I'm just kind of looking there. Even mom's just kind of like, why are you doing that? I was like, honestly, I'm just bored.
Yeah, I'm bored stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand why people, like, especially like at protests and stuff like that, they go out there to intentionally start, like, we'll use this example. If we're sitting on this show right now, and I'm kicked back like I am right now, and you stand up and pull your dick out, I'm probably going to go, yeesh, so I'm going to go out here. You figure out what's going on in your world that you had to pull your dick out in front of everybody, and then I'll come back in. You know, but like, you just remove yourself from the situation. Like, why do you intentionally put yourself in a spot you don't want to be in? Oh, wow, I got to go.
I always thought to myself, like, all right, so a couple of years ago, there was quite a bit of protest going on.
Yeah.
Around the world. Not here in Waco.
But everywhere else.
Everywhere else. And I thought to myself, God damn, I hope if that were to ever happen, I'm driving. One, I don't like driving the city to begin with. I don't like the city. But, God damn, if I'm driving the city and I see a protest coming up, you know what? I'll find a way to do a U.
I'll just go around. Yeah, I'll just go
and
somewhere
they're
else.
gonna look and go, "Yeah, we won." I'm like, "No, I just don't. I just don't have the energy."
Yeah, sure, you won, man.
I just don't have the energy.
Yeah,
I don't.
I had to drive 5 minutes out of the way.
Oh, no.
You're a winner.
And you know what I'm going to do? If I'm late to work, I'm going to tell my boss. Because guess what? I have people that tell me when they come to work. And you know what I tell them? I get it.
Yeah,
cool.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's
You're
fine,
only
man.
5 minutes. I'm not going to grill you on it.
No worries.
You know what my boss is going to tell me? No worries. I get it. There's dumb people out there.
Yeah, they're all stupid. Yeah, we made him late to work. Yeah, you didn't, though. Still going to get paid either way.
That's another thing, man, is as a protest. I just can't.
Oh, I can't imagine. Can you imagine wasting your day?
Do you really want to waste your day?
Who has the time?
Who has the time? That's not going to do it. Little surprise, and I know no one wants to do it. You have to go vote.
Yes.
You have to play the game.
Yeah, you got to play the game, man.
If you want to move up in a job, you got to play the game. You gotta talk to the right people.
Yeah, and
know the right shit.
It is funny that, especially like, I mean, I'm sure you've heard the same from me. I've heard the same about you. You catch shit for the way you act at work. You know, like Garrett's a fucking suck ass and this and that.
Oh,
yeah, not really though, right? Because the whole thing is like, okay, so Stone Cold's not real. Like, for everybody out there who's listening,
he's not real.
Stone Cold's not a real person. Stone Cold would have been fired. Like, Stone Cold would have got his ass fired.
If he gave his boss the middle finger,
yeah, you're done.
In real life, you're done.
That's not how it works. You have to play the game a little bit, and you have to go. And I've always been one of those people that I will 100% voice my opinion on saying, I think this is not a great idea. You know, I'll be the first one to be the one to stand up and go, this is a crazy idea. We're talking crazy right now. You know, I'll be the first one to do that. But at the end of the day, if Garrett is my boss and I go, hey, Garrett, having people stand on their head for 10 minutes before we start the shift, it's probably not a great idea. It's probably the dumbest movie you've ever seen. And he goes, okay, so anyway, we're going to have... At the end of the day, this motherfucker's my boss. So guess what we got to do? All right, I guess everybody get on their head. You know, it's just, it's asinine. This man's your boss. So at the end of the day, you got to do it. Like, you have to do your job.
So we're going to chip in a job here.
Yeah.
It blows my mind when we'll go to a meeting. And apparently I'm the asshole in the meeting, which I'm like, no, I'm just not going to bullshit. I'm not going to softball it in.
No.
When it comes to, hey guys, this is what we're going to have to start doing.
Yeah.
We're giving you a heads up.
Yeah, here it comes.
That way you're ready for it. It's going to happen. Why? Because the people who own the business.
Yeah.
This is their home. They can shit on the floor and leave it if they want.
Yeah, and we have to clean it up.
Literally, they own it.
Yeah.
And
they own this building.
They're paying us money to be here.
And do what they say.
It's going to happen. Yeah. Now, and here's the craziest thing. Apparently I'm speaking gibberish whenever I tell the people this.
Yeah.
You can just quit.
You can just leave. If you don't like what's happening, just go away.
You don't have to be there.
No one.
I've had bad days at work where I'll go, I could just go. I mean, I don't have to do this.
No.
I could just leave.
I'll
go get another job.
Yeah. But I don't like the other jobs.
I don't like the other jobs too.
I like this job.
I don't like starting over.
Yeah. I don't get it. I can't understand that mentality of like I said, I'm not the go along to get along guy. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
I'll be the first one. And also, what I cannot stand, what drives me crazy is you have a group of people that you're sitting in a room with, and everybody goes. So the head honcho of the group goes, I think we should do this, and you go, I don't know. That's not a great idea, And they're like, hey man, it is what it is. That's what we're doing. And you go, cool man, sounds good. You move along today. And then you all agree as a group that this is what you're doing. And then you leave. And then somebody in the group is out there going, yeah, this fucking asshole wants to do this. No, man.
No.
You have to go out as a united front. Whether you think it's retarded or not, you have to go out and go, yeah, guys, this is what we're doing. Like,
I'm more than happy to go. If I agree with it, hey, cool. We'll give it a go.
Yeah.
If not, hey, I don't think that's going to work. We'll give it a try just to see.
We'll give it a try. And at the end of the day, if you're the boss man and say we got to do it, I'm on your side.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go. Right, here's what we're doing, guys. Like, and you go out and you're just a united front, but there's no united front. And so you always got this one dickhead who wants to go out and be the Stone Cold of the group, and you're like,
no. If you want to change it, you have to do it from the inside.
Yeah.
You hey, I don't like how we do this company. Great. Work hard.
Yeah.
Move up. Get into the position where you can make the change.
Yeah.
Make the change.
And make the change. But there was a guy.
Whether it's work, politics. It works hand in hand.
Yeah,
it really.
There was a guy at work that I completely disagreed with on a lot of stuff, and I think that's how he took it. Is like he was like, "Oh, well, you disagree with me, so we're against each other." I'm like, "No, man, we're on the same team. I'm just telling you, I disagree with you." And over the past couple of months, he's figured out that like, oh no, he's actually going out there and talking this thing up. You know, he's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, man, behind closed doors, I'll tell you you're a fucking idiot right to your face. But when we leave these doors, me and you are on the same team, Bubba.
Oh, that's
like, we're all good now. We're on the same team.
That's like me and one of my counterparts at work. We'll fight back and forth like a married couple.
Yeah.
Back and fucking forth. And some days he'll kind of leave and look like, man, is everything? I'm like, hey, man, we both have the same agenda.
Yeah.
We're both trying to get to the same destination.
Trying to get the same place.
Me and you just have different routes.
Yeah.
But either way, we're getting what we want.
Yeah, we're getting there.
It's like, we just do things a bit different.
But people don't understand that, man. They think it's always got to be an argument or a fist fight or this. No, it don't have to be anything.
Nah, it doesn't.
Me and you have disagreed about a lot of shit. It is what it is, man.
Okay.
If I walked up and you agreed with everything I said, we would be friends for 30 seconds. Because I'd be like, well, I don't want to be my friend.
No.
I want to be friends with him. I like him. I don't like me. I like him. Yeah. You know, like, so I hope we argue about stuff because we're not the same person. Like, I want to hang out with people that aren't like me because then,
oh dear God,
you know what I'm saying? I want to hang out with people that aren't like me.
I've told them.
That's how you learn, you idiot.
I've told the guys at work, joking. I'm like, if the world was full of nothing but me's, two things are going to happen. Either one, complete peace. It's going to work out. We're going to be, the world itself will be a functioning, efficient machine. Or two, we're all dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's probably two.
Yeah, it's probably two.
It's probably going to be the latter.
Yeah. And I don't understand how you can hang out. Like, I'll see those people that hang out with friends of theirs and they're all the exact same person.
Oh,
they call them the fads of the world. You know, you're just like, dude, how do you learn anything? Like, I have to get around people that aren't like me because I go, oh, that's how you learn. You're like, oh, well, that guy does this, I do this.
See it, like, I saw it definitely when I was bartending. God, you see the group of like, oh, you're just all the same people.
Oh, same person. You're hanging out with you.
I can't do that.
I have the most eclectic group of friends you've ever seen. None of them are the same person.
Yeah.
Like they're all just all wackadoos. You know, I hang out with a gorilla. I hang out with a gorilla. I hang out with a bodybuilder girl. It's literally. You remember when WWE was popular in the '90s and they had that group of what were they called? Where it was like the big giant guy and then it was the midgets and then it was they were all a group kind of like DX and I was like, see, that's my friends.
God damn, I'm trying to think back now.
I'm trying to think of what their name was. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's my friends. We're not DX. We're not all the cool kids. We're that guy. We're that group.
That would be the Nation of Domination.
Yeah, you'd be a black lead. You'd be a black lead, basically Black Panther group.
Well, so last night had a meeting at work.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Hey, we need to update the group text."
Yeah.
So we go invite, and when he sends it out, I send a black thumbs up. Oh, and you've seen it. All my hand emojis, anything like they're all black.
Yeah, mine are too.
And you know why? Because I'm white, and it's funny because they shouldn't be black. It's simple comedy.
There is a person.
If you've ever seen the movie The Jerk, it's even funnier.
There's a person up at work. It drives them nuts when you do that. Not you.
Yeah.
I used to do it to them all the time just to piss them off. And they would let it be known in the text that don't do that.
See, and then one of the guys I was like, goes, why are your hands black? I was like, I said a little fist. I was like, don't hate. That's what I was I've been doing it for years. Tell me why. It's like, because I'm not. And that's why it's funny. Like, it's
I don't give a shit.
Like, this is simple comedy.
I don't give a shit what color you are, man. It makes no difference. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. I don't care. You're an asshole. There's an asshole in every color. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
God, yeah. I don't give two shits.
Oh, God, no. Couldn't care less.
Couldn't care less.
And it's funny because a lot of white guys say that, and then the black guys look at them and go, mm-hmm. I bet. And I've been told by more than one black guy, like, you're the coolest. Like, you really don't care. And I'm like, no, I really don't. I really don't. Shit less. Like, I don't care about this shit. Doesn't bother me. I never have been bothered by it.
I remember I told someone that one time when I was like, I don't care. Like, realized, like, no, you don't understand. I'm attracted to your color. If anything.
Oh, yeah.
There's an attraction.
Yeah. I want to see what's going on over there.
Yeah.
They seem funner. They seem like a rocking good time. It's like every stereotypical thing they make fun of them. I'm like, but that's all good, right?
That's fun.
Yeah, it's all good, right? All they do is like to barbecue and eat watermelon. I'm like, that sounds amazing. Where is that at? Like, they eat a lot of fried chicken. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck yeah. Who doesn't like good fried chicken? Like,
I like seasoned food.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't like bland.
I hate bland. Who wants to eat a fucking chicken breast and spinach? Fuck that.
Oh.
I want to eat the good shit. They're eating the good shit over there. I want to go to their house. Fuck this butternut squash bullshit we're eating over here.
Two shits.
That stuff gives me diarrhea. I don't even like that. I need something with a little binding agent in it. I had to go with a shit joke right at the end. We went the whole show.
God damn, we did
no
go the
dick
whole
jokes,
show.
no shit jokes. There we go. Finishing off with one. Sorry.
Finishing off with a shit
I
joke.
tried. I almost made it.
God. Hey, how'd you feel the other day whenever you were talking to me? Talking to me on the phone, then you go, was that a flush? Like, yeah.
It was.
How does it feel to know that most of the time when you call me, if I'm not at work, there's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, you're shitting.
I'm dropping a grumpy.
Yeah, I was shit with my dad on the phone the other day, and I can't remember. It was one of those where I didn't mean to, but it was an accident. But I was like, yeah. So anyway, and then I did one of those, and he just stopped in the middle and goes, my dad, I don't know why, but he calls it. He doesn't say, are you taking a shit? He doesn't say, are you pooping? He doesn't say it like that. His word is always, somebody's kid said it. And it was one of those things that he just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So he just ran with it. So he's like, are you doodling? He always says that. He just stops mid-sentence and goes, are you doodling?
Are you doodling?
And I just go, yep. Look at that. He's like, man. He goes, what? You did it on the phone? I go, yeah. And then it wasn't. Yep. It wasn't 3 minutes after that. It wasn't 3 minutes after that. I hear, the lid goes down. You hear porcelain hit porcelain. Yeah. I go, hey, like that. And he goes, we're fixing to double it up.
Yes. Are you doodling? I'm so calling it that now.
Oh, he does. That's what he does. He always calls it that.
Oh, I'm so calling it doodling from here.
And he's like when he's at the house and it's time for him to go relieve himself or what. Hey, when he goes to go relieve himself, he just gets up and goes, doodle, and just keeps walking. And my mom has the same reaction every time. Spray. Don't forget the spray.
Oh God, that was me and Dad. We would torture Mom, man.
Oh yeah,
we would make sure. So Dad would torture me. So it's funny when you're a kid growing up. They'll both tell you, like, hey, spray, close the door, all that stuff. And then when I got older, Dad would come out, and I'm just like, really, man? He goes, well, I was like, the fan ain't on. I know you didn't spray, and you're just gonna leave the door wide open. He's like, yep, that's for you, Bodie. Like, motherfucker. And then all of a sudden, we'll be sitting in the living room, and you'll just see Mom just like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And the bathroom is a good distance down the hall. It ain't close.
My
And
mom,
I'm like, hell yeah, we made it all the way. Fuck yeah.
my mom thinks she's the only mom that has to deal with this. I'm like, you understand, I had guy friends. Like, we do this to every mom.
Yeah.
Like, that's not new. Like, every mom gets this done to them. You're not the only one.
Oh, dude, I never go a day without farting in front of Mom. Just to make her go, Jesus, Garrett. And I'm like, yep.
Yeah. I make sure
she just shit. I said, no, I'm good. I'm dry.
I'm telling you this right now. I pulled up to my parents' house and gotten out of my car and like ass clenched ran into the house just so that I could open the door and go, yeah, and just like hike one leg and blow a picture off the wall. So my mom will go, that's how you come into my house? Like, yep. Sure did.
Oh man, we'll do it. We'll have a little heart-to-heart talk, It'll be about life and where do I want to be in life. And if I'm having a rough day, I'll have a serious talk with Mom, and then she's like, God damn it, Garrett. And I'm like, yep.
I'll be like, Mom, you'll be having that hard time. You're like, yeah, one day I really want to have grandkids, and then I want to have like a boy. And she's like, God, did you fart?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever find anybody. There's days I feel like such a loser, Mom. No, Garrett, you shouldn't. And then I'm like, like, oh my God. I was like, I don't feel that way anymore now.
No, I'm good now. I'm okay. I think it was just all gas filled up. Yeah, my poor mom, man. My poor mom. My dad will do it to make her mad too.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't let up.
Dad doesn't do it often, so when he does do it, that's what makes me laugh. I'm like,
as my dad gets further along in life, I think it's one of those things where he goes, all right, it's not worth it. But every once in a while, especially if he knows. And the best one, I don't know if this ever happens with you. I'm sure it does. The best one, like my dad, it just happened like 3 weeks ago. He hacked his leg. And he farted so loud. I guarantee you the neighbors went, what the fuck was that? Like it was so loud, and it was so loud and so obnoxious, and just like it was just one of those. And I love it when it's so loud and obnoxious that it makes my mom laugh. And she'll like, dang it, Tom, and she'll start laughing, and you're like, he got you. He got you. And that makes me, then my dad just walks around. He just like, as soon as that happens.
Oh, he's strutting.
Oh, he just Connor walks his way into the kitchen. Like he just, I did it. I made her laugh with a fart.
We made it a whole show.
And then we talk about the end.
Then we talk about
every
shit
time.
Farts. But I mean, that's kind of us, so.
Sure. And it's about over, man. This is a fun one.
This is a good one. God damn, we squirreled not a whole lot, but
no, we stayed on point.
Pretty good.
We're getting better at it.
Slowly but surely. That's the tricky ones. Debates and the arguments, the setup ones that we're kind of like, all right, we got something we want to bring up today. Yeah. We stay on point, but it's these freestyle ones we do where.
Yeah, we did a good job. We did all right. All right, buddy, is that it?
I think that's it.
All right, I'm getting off here.
Well, bye.